Hey crafters, it's Janet with Crafting It Up and Creations coming at you today with a quick upscale. I'm going to use these Dollar Tree pumpkins that they've come out with new this year. I love this one that's the blue color. I actually ended up getting 5 of these, but I'm going to put like a different type of coating or finishing spray on these just to see if I can keep them from looking too shiny. I love that blue color, so I don't really want to change that. But I decided to go through my stash and pick out a few of top coats that I had, so this didn't cost me anything extra right now. And I'm going to show you the different ones I've used, and we'll compare them. This one is the KRYLON Colormaster Clear. It's just a flat crystal clear coat. This one is the Rust-Oleum Clear Top Coat, and it's in frosted pearl. It is so pretty. It's like that glittery look without the glitter fallout. And I'm trying to show the lid of it there to kind of get an idea of what it's going to look like, but it's really hard to tell. And then this one is a Rust-Oleum Chalked Matte Clear. I thought this may be an okay one to try. It's a protective top coat. And then there's also this Rust-Oleum Frosted Glass. This is one that you would put on glass just to give it a frosted look. And it comes out really pretty on regular glass, so I thought I'd try it on the pumpkin as well. Now, I got 5 different ones of these blue pumpkins just because I absolutely love that blue color. And we're going to put just a coat, one coat on all of these pumpkins, and then we'll compare them and see which ones they like best. And you'll have to let me know in the comments down below which one you liked. So this is after the frosted glass, and this is comparing it to the original one. It does look like on this one that it slightly changed the color to me. You know, like it looks almost like a dull, really pretty blue. I mean, it still looks pretty, but it definitely looks like it somewhat changed that color by putting it on there. But if I didn't know that it was that really bright blue or brighter, I would still have bought this pumpkin. And for the next one, I'm going to use the KRYLON Colormaster Clear. It's the flat crystal clear. And I'm going to spray it over the pumpkin and see what a difference this one makes as well. And then we'll compare it to the original blue. And at the end, I'll even show you the difference between all of them. And I'm just out there going crazy in that hot summer sun today. And that is the difference between the two that I first did, and I've got a little towel under it because I wasn't sure that it was completely dry. The only thing that I didn't like about this is see all the little specks? It's almost like it didn't spray very well. I mean, there are places on this pumpkin that it does look like it's got that mirror finish to it, and that might be part of it. Maybe it just doesn't react that well with that spray. Or with that particular paint. But this one wasn't my favorite of all of them that came out. But this is just trying to show you up close what the original one looks like. And then the one that I did with the KRYLON. And then the one that actually was the frosted glass. Now we're going to do the really pretty Rust-Oleum frosted pearl. And I love looking at this after I spray it in the sunlight and seeing how stinking pretty it is with all that glittery look. Isn't that just beautiful? So even with having it still shiny, it sort of takes away a lot of that shine. So it's not too shiny now. Because you can definitely tell a difference when you look at them between each other that, yeah, it has a little shine, but it's still just a little bit more, less shiny than this one. That's my best description, really. Oh my goodness. But I really love the look of that with the glittery look to it. So depending on your decor, is what you would like to do. So here are the 3 so far that I have done. Now I'm going to try the Rust-Oleum Chalked Matte Clear. And note to self, when you buy paint, make sure you get the a lid to it, or the actual sprayer to it. you know? I can't tell you in the last couple years how many times I picked them up and they didn't even have a sprayer inside the can. I'm like, really, Janet? And here's just a really good overview of all 4 different ones that I used. And just looking at it, the 2 on the ends are my favorite. Of course, the difference in the blues themselves between the pumpkins at the Dollar Tree kind of somewhat makes a difference because, you know, like the chalked one has a little bit more white around the edges. The frosted glass one, though, is definitely my favorite. I do love that look. So this is just one way, if you already have this in your stash, of upscaling the pumpkins to make them look just a little bit different. I just thought that the shininess was a little too much. I really like the farmhouse kind of primitive decor, and I thought this really just kind of added to it. I did go back and spray all the stems. Now it's probably in the upper 80s today here in Virginia, and it took like minutes or a little less for all this to dry. Like I was able to carry these in and they were already dry. I actually touched a couple of them because I was like, wow, they look dry. You know, like the finish when you first spray it on, it's really shiny, and they were already matte, and I was like, wow, they look like they're dry. So I tested it. I couldn't help it. I don't know, like a hot burner or something. But on the other pumpkins that I had, I did decide to go ahead and spray this one with the matte finish as well, and then I added the looking glass to it. And this one I used the frosted pearl on because I wanted one of the red ones to kind of have that frosted pearl look. And this one I used KRYLON metallic dark copper. I've used this in several projects lately if you've been following along. And then this KRYLON looking glass I put over 2 of them that I had that matte finish on, and it just, honestly, I love it. It gave it's like a bit of a grayish look, but it kind of gave the pumpkins just a little bit of depth. And I really like that. I think that came out really pretty. I think that I might even go do that to one of the blue ones if it will show up. So let me know in the comments down below which one was your favorite. And do you guys think about doing things like this, you know, like taking out your spray paint or even your chalk paint or anything and just doing it just a little bit different? It's so easy to do this and then add it to your decor and have it kind of match. And this is just a little shelf that Jim made me and that I've added the little pumpkins to. I really think it's fun to take Dollar Tree or dollar store items and upscale them, match them to your decor, and it really doesn't cost you anything more as a crafter when you already have those supplies on hand. So I would say, you know, definitely shop your stash. I wouldn't go out and buy anything special, but if you're like me and you have top coats that you've used on other projects, then you probably already have it sitting around. So thanks so much for watching. Thanks again for stopping by and spending some time with me. It really means a lot to me. All your sweet comments, they really make my day. This is a little bit of close-up of that metallic dark copper. I just love it. So pretty. I did go back and paint this stem with some black chalk paint, and it came out really cute. A few years ago, I did use that looking glass on some of the other pumpkins that they had, and they came out really cute too. It didn't have that gray look because they were already kind of like a coppery color, and they looked really neat too. So if you're getting ready to unbox your stash, then if you want to change it up this year, then whip out your spray paint or whip out your top coats and have at it. Again, thanks for stopping by. I know I already said that, but I'm so appreciative of you guys, and I'm getting ready to come up on 100,000 subscribers. So we're getting ready to have something big, something fun, just as my way to say thanks for everything. I appreciate every single one of you, and I hope you get a moment today to craft it up. Take care, and God bless.